Hello everyone and a warm welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. There you can see where we're going. Of course those probably mean nothing to you. We are in Chongqing. Let me go to here. I'm deciding to use just default services here. Ground Handling Deluxe works perfectly with this. It has its own set that comes with it. But I decided to not. So we are here in Chongqing. This will be my fifth leg. I took off originally from Heathrow and I flew to Toulouse where I picked up a new paint. Don't ask me where you can get this. This was made for me. The painter doesn't really ever upload them for the most part. If I come across it at any point, I'll let you know. But that's not really what he does. Or she, I don't even know. Where I went from Toulouse to Ankara to Baku in Azerbaijan, and then Azerbaijan to here in Chongqing. And then now we are going to be doing a leg down to Sanya. Sanya and China is their equivalent of, in Japan, when I would go to Okinawa. Sand, sun, surf, palm trees, coconuts, bananas growing right on the trees and that. People have them in their backyards, sell them at the roadside. So we are going there. It is a playground for the Chinese people, but also people come from other places as well. It can handle a 777. As a matter of fact, on the parking and stand charts, it even says 777-300. I found that interesting. Although 777s are routinely used for domestic flights in China. They are in India as well. That's what happens or A350s. That's what happens when you have 1.4 billion people. You need big planes. So I'm going to finish getting a set up and all that. This is sunrise, not set. I have reinstalled AutoOrtho. I was not happy with how it was kind of performing. It looked great on that last flight. But some other regions, I'm like, this just doesn't look right to me for some reason. So I uninstalled it, and I have reinstalled it. SimHeaven's in use. ExEnviro is in use. Flight Factor 777 version 2.0.28. And I will bring you back when we are getting ready. That's our runway right over there, runway 3. Glad to have you on board. And here we go. We're starting 1. I'm going to turn the mic off. You can listen to the startup sounds for 1. I don't have a camera view yet for number 2.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
just awesome. I love it.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
And now we'll start 2. Like I said, I don't have a camera for 2. I'm not expecting any, but we'll put them to auto. There we go. And everything is looking good there. I go by this, by the N1.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Doors are all armed. Two is not powered up yet, so obviously hydraulic system will not be functional just yet. And there we go. Packs on for the bleeds. $23, good. Awesome. Let's go to Sanya. Okay. Sadly, I do have to use this. Now we'll just continue straight up. We can go over. Running brake test passes.
Yes, sir.
Get ready, we are taking off.
Undoubtedly.
You know I'll forget it. The other reason for reinstalling the Ortho, I was still using the old way and it was putting everything into the custom scenery folder. Now it's all done symbolic links kind of thing. So I am hoping that will also help it run a bit smoother. As with any flight simulator, even though it's a simulator and like 30 FPS is perfectly fine, you know, if you can get 45 constant, when you're at cruise you're getting 60 and up, I mean, all the better. It's about using your hardware as efficiently as you can. Not all of us are blessed with 4090s. Taxi's off, scrubs on. Here we go. Ooh, that sun is bright. Again, we are on live time. It is not live, live weather. We are not on live time. It's like 2:30 in the morning.
3.
And I finally figured out why runway 3, its heading is 019. Because they already have a 2 left or 2 right. I don't know why they couldn't name 2 right to 2 center. And this becomes runway 2 right. I'm not really sure. But it is what it is.
On runway 3.
Oh, horrible taxiing in a position, dude. Let's go. Awesome. Okay, I can't do that. Sadly. Try and at least get somewhat on profile and not fly, not fly into the mountain. Flying well. I'm falling in love with this view. some of that blurry is because of the exhaust from the engines, obviously. That is, yeah, I think it was definitely worth it, making the video a little later than normal. I may even put this up on Friday, even though normally I do videos Tuesdays, Thursday, and Saturday. I think it definitely has paid off. Even the tone mapping, like the coloring of the land textures and that, looks better. Definitely. I like it. And it's not, at least, I mean, granted, it's not like we're in a huge city. You know, going into New York is where the true test comes. But all I installed is Asia and Africa, Middle East, because that's where I primarily fly. I will get the other regions put in, but it was a matter of making sure I had installed it correctly and set up the directory structure kind of thing and all that proper. So now my XP12 custom scenery folder is not bloated with like 140 gigs of crap. It also just simplifies your scenery INI file. Yeah, that is, I'm happy with that. So, here's what we're going to do. I don't want to keep you on your weekend and all that. I will bring you back. It's not, you know, when are we going to arrive? 125 Zulu. I'm going to assume it's going off there. So, a couple of hours. Give or take. So, I will bring you back. One thing I do really love now is that we have, you can separate these, which is great if you're doing shared cockpit, let's be honest. Get you down a little bit. Get those down a little bit because people are still in their seats. What are we at? Coming up on 10,000. That is landing lights and turn off lights off. And we just get ready to climb up and settle into cruise. We'll be at 37,000 feet. And should be on the ground within about an hour and 50 minutes, give or take. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Even if you're not new to the channel, it does help us small channels. And if you want to know where you can get the 777 AutoOrtho for yourself, other things that I typically quite often use, I didn't use ground handling today. X camera, you know, all these better pushback, which we did use and that. They'll all be linked down below. Click show more. I'm using default airports for this flight to see how the ortho and everything was playing in that, and then I will start activating some of my custom sceneries. You'll also find a link to my Discord, completely free to join. And we have people that fly P3D, Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane 12, sometimes even X-Plane 11, which I have been known to fly the odd time, even myself. As well as how you can help support the channel, because we do not do sponsored content. I don't do ads during my streams or anything like that. Not trying to sell you anything. Anything that I show was bought with viewer donations, except ExEnviro. That actually Magnus gave to me and said, here, play with this. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, don't. I don't care if you use it in videos or whatever. But in full disclosure, I just want to put that out there. I do also own Active Sky as well, and sometimes I will use that. ExEnviro is not compatible natively with 12.1.3 of X-Plane 12. So I am using a mega beta version. I've showed it before in other videos. I have all kinds of debug windows and log files and stuff that I have to drag off screen. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to see. Not that that ever helps me, the fact I can see with my landings. Anyways, we'll continue climbing up. Absolutely gorgeous. And I will bring you back some point along the top of descent, maybe just before it, or could be at 10,000 feet. We're expecting to land runway 26 into Sanya. Glad to have you on board. And welcome back, everyone. I did adjust, I played with the time a little bit. That is the island of Sanya. We just started to come across its northern shore, and we're already on top of descent. I did manage to make another view for the other side. Sim Heaven and AutoOrtho are playing nicely together, I have to say. Making cameras for this views for this aircraft is a nightmare. I have to. I mean, it is for me, you know. But here we go. We're still expecting runway 26. And I don't think we're not going to need the sunshade. As we'll be landing west, and current time is set for, you know, after sunrise, a couple of hours kind of thing. As I said, about a 2 hours flight, give or take. Then I've got to shut the whole aircraft down, unload everything and that. Which is where the fun is. You don't technically need to do it, but I like to do it outside. I just think it's better if I do. It's like, okay, I'm gonna unload everything, get rid of all the ground equipment and all that stuff. The chocks are there, and then I'll, you know, turn the battery off, all the packs, and like I've done everything on the upper panel, turned everything off, and then I'm leaving the plane in a cold and dark state, which is how I load in, although I do have it with the battery on when I load in. But that's not a mission critical kind of thing. I think it just makes it easier than if you just go, okay, shut it down, and you've got all this stuff loaded. There's a chance maybe something happens, and it's like, you go to load, and it's like, sir, you already have the fuel you need, kind of thing. Yeah. And I like to service the aircraft, have the open up this door, have the service crews come on board, clean it inside, and it adds an hour, whatever. I'm usually making dinner, whatever, when I have this being done. Check the hydraulic fluid, the oils, the APU oil, you know, and hydraulic fluid, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it's the reason why you buy, you know, a $90 aircraft, because it has all those things modeled, and I think it just makes sense to actually utilize them. Mixed bag weather-wise, cloud-wise, but the winds are very calm, which means I may actually be able to land this thing. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you'll consider at some point maybe subscribing. I do a more laid back, like we're both sitting up here in the flight deck. You know, we got room up here. Yeah, I even got coffee delivered. And 23,000, that's cool. It does have cabin announcements of a sort. I don't like using them. They're nonsensical. Like if you choose descent, you think you're going to be saying, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have told, that we've begun a descent into, you know, destination. You know, we ask you return to your seats and, you know, listen to the flight attendants give you a pre-landing safety briefing. It is for, you know, the whole thing. It's been a pleasure, you know, having you on board, and we look forward to, you know, having you on board again. Flight attendants prepare the cabin for arrival, and then you let the purser and that do their thing. But that's not what it means. It's called, we're starting a emergency descent kind of thing, so we can get down due to, so like, it's like they make no sense whatsoever. A lot of the voice options are just horrible. The flight crew and cabin crews, like the captain just is so stuck up, it's not funny. They're really annoying. I hope somebody comes out with a voice pack for the aircraft, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I'd even pay for it. And here we go. How far have we got? "84 nautical miles." I'm not so sure about that, but okay. We will get that on. And we've got pretty clear skies. Well, I'll leave it on for now anyway, just be on the safe side. Warm it up just a tick. It's 19 degrees Celsius, but you need to remember, in real life right now, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning on the island. So the sun is still a couple of hours from coming up and actually having any real effect. Loving the ortho, no more of those bars and that. It's like, it's nice. It's pretty much like having ortho for XP. I'm really glad I decided, although I apologize for the video being late, but I haven't been all that happy with ortho, AutoOrtho. The last little bit, it's been really hit and miss. And so it was worth it just completely uninstalling it, deleting all the previous downloaded tiles, all the overlays, everything. That's like 200 gigs worth of stuff that I removed. And reinstall it, but in a way that makes more sense. I can show you what I mean. Let's bring you here. Scenery install directory. Like, I made these directories myself. But a lot of people, even myself, it's the way we used to do it. You would point to your custom scenery folder. That is what bogs down X-Plane. those 150 gigs kind of stuff, a lot of the things were all being loaded in as I was flying. It clutters up the scenery eye and not, well, don't close it. Just a minute, there we go. Just makes more sense. And I'm liking it. That's all I'm going to say. I've really enjoyed it because I could look out and not have bizarre anomalies.
Attention all aircraft. Phoenix International QNH 1005.
Oh, did it change? The name of the airport is Phoenix International. Tanya, it is at the basically the southernmost part of the island. And again, it is basically Okinawa of China. Macau is the Las Vegas of China. This is a semi-autonomous region as well. Like Macau is, which is a special prefectural arrangement, whatever. I'm not sure the names. So don't sue me. No, it's 9,800 here. Although technically we could just do it now, get it over with. This is your hot spot, so you sync both sides. And this is how you sync up your minimums. There's a hot spot. And that is your TOGA button. That is clickable, but I don't know if it actually works. I always just use this. We're getting kind of low there, you know. Okay, thank you very much. I'm sitting looking outside and I'm like, we're getting a little close. Beautiful approach though. Whoa. And I've never flown here before, ever. Not even an X-Plane 11. And there's none of those bars and missing stuff. There's still some places I did see black boxes, which I'm thinking are military installations. Or nuclear power plants or something like that. Critical infrastructure, if you will. This kind of reminds me of the approach into Vancouver when you're coming from the east on the Canuck 5. We can go outside though. Why not? Again, the livery was custom made for me. So you won't find it on, you know, the forums or anything like that. Sorry. In the summertime, this place gets brutal hot. Like, just brutally hot. But it is for sand and sea and surf. It's looking good. I'm really pleased with the AutoOrtho install. I can't see what, can't wait to see, sorry. What like the Rockies are going to be. I may do a flight. I haven't installed North America yet. I only installed Africa and Asia. Because that's where I fly mostly. Eurasia, Middle East, Indochina. Asia proper, Indonesia, Malaysia, you know, Vietnam, Cambodia, stuff like that. But maybe after supper tonight, I'll install the Americas. And I'm thinking doing a flight out of like Salt Lake City or Denver into Vancouver. The weather in the lower mainland and out in the Fraser Valley is pretty nice up here in British Columbia, so nice nighttime flight, because I prefer to fly at night as opposed to the daytime. Kind of reminds me of Hawaii. This is the second flight I've done that kind of reminds me of Hawaii. It should have those on. Absolutely a beautiful approach in. And I'm following a default Simbree flight plan.
Attention all aircraft. Phoenix International QNH 1007.
Okay. I have no idea where that comes from, but that's cool. I'm down with that. And we are on our downwind, and as you see, it has followed flight path and speed restrictions and everything. And I haven't had to intervene at all. Speed brake armed. I want this. I don't know why I get that ghost throttle. It's an option in the EFP. I keep forgetting where it's located. Eventually they sync up. I like it to have it around here, which is like 6, and then it makes syncing the throttles a bit easier once you're on final, which is pretty much required for when you want to turn off auto throttle and actually be able to control them manually. What a beautiful approach into this place. I gotta fly here more often. I doubt there's an add-on airport for it, but, you know.
How can I help you?
Get ready, we landing soon.
Certainly.
So prim and proper. Much prefer the cabin announcements of the Zebo. Oh, you can't tell me that doesn't look good. The Sim Heaven could use a bit of work. Or maybe now that I got the Ortho installed proper, I could just get rid of it. Don't fly me into the mountain. I'll be really ticked off. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, good stuff. And we can get in flaps 1. Oh, just the slats, basically. What's our final? It's not that far. Approach. LNAV, VNAV. Geared out. $18-knot crosswind. This is going to be fun. Oh, David, you're going to have your hands full. Because I don't think this is Autoland capable. Flaps 25. You guys should be turning blue. Flaps 30. Man, oh man, have we got a crosswind. Could have swore it said wind's calm. Oh, please don't be going to a freaking... Okay, here we go. Now we're losing the winds. Get you on speed. Okay, that's more like it.
1,000.
Confirm. My aircraft.
Approaching 2-6.
Railway station, I'm gonna say.
$500.
Kind of on profile. Little quick, dude. Little quick.
400.
Ooh, those blocks are right at the front.
Approaching
Okay.
minimums.
1,100 feet.
200.
Not advisable.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. 80 knots manual braking. Reverser stroke. I've done worse.
Approaching 8.
So, where do we park here? Where's the terminal? Straight ahead and to our right. I have no idea where I'm going here. Basic terminal. I mean, it's obviously, you know, for Laminar, it's not a major airport. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this flight, folks, into Sanya. My name's David. It's been my pleasure to bring it to you. If you did, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Links to where you can get the aircraft, where you can get ground handling deluxe, better pushback, AutoOrtho, all that stuff. Most all these plugins and that will all be linked down below. Just click show more. And you'll also find my computer specs, a link to my Discord, and how you can help support the channel so we can keep making content for you and keep it commercial free and accepting sponsored content. Again, we are agenda free here. I do not recommend you buy anything. I don't care. Anything I show you, I don't care if you buy it, you use it, you download it. I just show it for you, and it's up to you to make up your mind. Until the next time, folks, I hope you have yourselves a super weekend. I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the rails, see you in the skies, on the rails, and on the road. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. Try get a barbecue in before, Father Winter arrives. Take care. Thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you again real soon.